Okay, and we're back. Good morning. Welcome to Where's My Tea? Happy New Year. Where's My Tea is back and in full effect every Saturday of this month, January, and I'm going to give you an update first week in January. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. Just wanted to welcome you back to the new year, and I wanted to bring this show back with a bang. So if you have some juicy emails, don't forget to email me and let me know. I went through my old stash and I'm trying to find some new ones for 2017. So email me some stories if you have anything, and let's get right into this. Alright, so this email is long, guys. I'm going to try to chop this up a little bit, but it's pretty lengthy, but it's worth it. It says, Nene girl, I'm about to flip shit. It says, I'm 34 and I've been married for 3 years. My husband I met when I was 26. He's 34 also. Before I met my husband, my sister and I hung out tight, and almost always we was at the club every weekend. Men stayed hitting on us both. After meeting my husband, I met him at the club with my sister. My club days chilled out really fast. I didn't mind though because I was getting older. Being that my sister and I are really close and always hung out, when I met him, things started to slow down between us. She's 30, no kids, no husband, so she has time on her hands. Anyway, over the last 8 years, my husband has bonded with just about everyone in my family. But in particular, I've noticed he's bonded with her, my sister, a little too much. At first, it started with her texting, asking if he could pick her up from the station on the nights that she got off late. I didn't mind that in the beginning, but she made it a habit and I had to cut it really short. Next, she texted me asking if he could put up her dresser, her TV, or, little things around the house that needed to be built. I would say yes to some things and no for others. I don't know, but it seemed like she was needing my man for too much. So let me tell you why I'm heated, Nene. Do you know I caught them in bed together? Bitch. I knew it was leading up to some shit like this. This past weekend, my sister and I went out clubbing. It's been a while since we actually hung out like this, so it was nice and refreshing. Needless to say, we got really drunk that night. Instead of her catching a cab home, I invited her to my house and I was like, you can crash here. Nene, we both fell asleep on the couch. When I woke up that morning, I didn't see my sister anywhere. Immediately, my mind said, go upstairs. Nene, soon as I walked to the door, I got the weirdest feeling in my stomach. I opened the door and all I see is him and her fucking naked under the cover and she's giving this man head. Let's just say we was all fighting in that motherfucker. Excuse my language. I was fighting her to the door as I was putting her ass out. After I was done with her, I started hitting him. I know I was wrong, but who wouldn't act that way? To get to the point, I left without packing any of my things. I'm staying at a hotel as of now, and I plan to move out of the house that we're in. But am I moving a little too fast? It's been 2 days, and my husband has only called me twice and texted me twice. Meanwhile, my sister has been blowing me up. Should I be open to listening what she has to say? Or should I be more concerned on why my husband broke ass haven't even tried much? I know I'm dumb for leaving, but honestly, I don't know what to do. I really, can't let a 3-year marriage go this fast. It's only been 3 years. How do I go about handling the situation even though I'm so hurt and angry? Looking forward to your reply. It was so many times in the story, I just wanted to take a sip of my tea. It was so many times. But anyways, where's my tea? We got tea today. First and foremost, I would have reacted that way. In any way, I would have reacted like that upon seeing what you saw. Let's talk about the relationship with your husband. I understand it's only been 3 years since you guys have been married and you don't want to throw this away. But the red flag to me is the fact that you guys been knowing each other and or dating for 8 years and it took him that long to marry you. Actually, my math is off. You said you met at 26, so that means you got married at 31 because you're 34 now. Either way, that's roughly 5 years. Myself alone, I'm not waiting 5 years. I'm not dating someone for 5 years upon we getting married. Usually when people take that long to pop the question or get married, they're just not ready for marriage. They're contemplating on if this really what they want to do. They still out and about having a little fun. So I don't, that's a red flag to me, but skip that. The fact man, you have been gone from your home for 2 days, and this man has only called you twice and texted you twice. Sign number one, this nigga don't give a fuck. I feel like any man or woman who was put in this situation and honestly knew they fucked up, I don't want to curse too much in this, but honestly knew they messed up, they will be blowing the phone up of the person that they hurt. The fact that he's only called you once a day and text you and you're gone, this makes no sense. Honey, it don't even seem like this man is sorry. And if he is, he has a very weird way in expressing it. And I feel like the roles would be switched a little bit. Usually it's the female that, you know, don't do as much, and it's the male who's like pleading his case. But your sister is really blowing you up, and he just like, it is what it is. Something's a little guilty, a little fishy here. I'll tell you this. This is what I would do. I'm going back to my house. Why leave your house? If anything, you should have put his ass out. He wanted to do that. You should have took his shit and told him get out. Don't leave your home. That is your home. Just as much as he's entitled to be in there, so are you. So go back home. If you are interested in hearing the story, listen to it. But it seems like this story has already been masked since day one. Because one, you've allowed him to go to her house and fix things and, you know, build shit for her. So this is not the first time things have happened between them two. Girl, you never know how many times this happened because this was out of your sight. And then they disrespected you while you were downstairs. So, sweetie, this ain't the first time. I feel like people take marriage really, really lightly. You get married and then the year after you're divorced, or people still doing stuff in a marriage that they were doing in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. But see, you crossed the line. You did something with my sister. So, personally, if this was me, oh, your ass got to go because you can't be trusted. You don't cross family lines now. You can't be trusted with me. This man does not, the only reason why I'm telling you, let it go is because he doesn't even seem like he cares. If a man truly cared and knew he fucked up, a lot of men do this. They begging, they pleading, they on their knees. They calling you, they won't stop calling you. The fact that he's only called you twice in 2 days, that means once a day, and or texted you twice, he really don't care. So if you want to go talk it out and think that in your heart of hearts you can forgive him, go for it. But I'll be honest with you. Sometimes we as females forgive the men and never forgive our friends, you know, never forgive our family. We always go with the person that we love and we forgive, and we completely shut out the other person. Because this is family, if you're willing to forgive your husband and stick with your husband, then you should be willing to forgive your blood and stick with your blood. So just don't pick your husband over your sister, because equally, they both were fucked up in this situation. Don't forgive one and not forgive the other. They both did it in your home, in your eyes, and didn't give a shit about you. They both was completely disrespectful and sneaky. So no, just because he may plead his case to you and not to your husband, you think he's so in love, this is your family. This is your blood. So if you're going to forgive him, you must forgive her too. Something's not right that your husband is not blowing you up. Your sister, I say give her a chance to speak, because I have a feeling that we as women, we sometimes end up going with the men and just completely shutting out the other person and think they did whatever worse. So if you're going to listen to him and stick around, then stick around for your sister too, boo. But if you're done with them completely, then just be done with it. Y'all, this situation, man, couldn't be me. Because you know what? I would have acted the same way. I mean, I'd have been there. That whole house would have been on fire fucking around with me. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think it's a little fishy that her husband waited 5 years to marry her? And do you also think it's fishy that he only texted her twice and called her twice? How do you feel about her relationship with her sister? Do you think they can fix this? Do you ultimately think that if she forgives the husband, she needs to forgive her sister too? Let's get some conversation going down below and give me your thoughts. Don't forget, it's 2017. You're going to get a Where's My Tea every Saturday of this month. If you have an episode that you think may stand out, send me on over email. My email address is going to be in the top and the bottom of the description box. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. I will see you again next Saturday. I'm out.